Hello, everybody. It's great to be with you again. Before we get started today, I want to take just a moment to recognize the fact that we've had two major hurricanes hit our system, which has impacted many of our associates, their families, and their respective communities. So certainly we want to keep all those associates in our thoughts and prayers and continue to support them in the best way we can. Really proud of our company and the way that the company has stepped up, both in terms of monetary donations as well as support to the associates in the affected areas. And I know many of you have contributed to that tangibly, so greatly appreciated. Tough stuff for those guys, but I'm really proud of the way we as a company and we as a community have responded. Okay, with that said, I hope everybody's having a good month, and I have a special treat for you today. I have with me 85 years of collected Averitt length of service. We have a rare situation, but as our company gets a little older, this probably won't be the last time it happens, but we have three vice presidents who are retiring on the same day. We've known this is coming, at least for two of them, for quite a while. We had over a year's notice on with Charlie and Larry, and Walt. We knew it was going to be one of 2 years, and he decided, he told us a month or so ago that this would be his last year. But I think these three need no introduction, but with me today I have Walt Gray, who has been with Averitt Express now for 39 years.
Let's call it 40.
40.
Okay, it's 39 and a half.
We're salesmen. We
I'm
round
about
up.
to round up. Let's call it 40.
And of course, Walt is obviously our Vice President of Dedicated Sales. We have Charlie McGee, who is our Vice President of International Solutions. Charlie has been with our company for 21 years. And of course, last but not least, Larry Vannatta. Larry has been with our company for 25 years. He is the Vice President of Sales for Region 6. So, guys, I can't tell you how excited I am to have you in today, to spend some time with you. I've already given you the instructions. We got to keep this brief because you're not known for brevity. But,
I can't imagine. Come on, boys.
We're going to have fun. And but this is exciting. It's obviously bittersweet. You've all had a huge impact on our company. I'm personal friends with all three of you. You're going to be missed. The company's going to miss you. All of our associates are going to miss you. I'm going to miss you. And before we get diving too deep in your respective careers, I also want to acknowledge that you're not the only three associates that are retiring at the end of this year. We have several other of our teammates, notably ones that come to top of mind. Bob Runs, Orlando Service Center Director, has been with the company 29 years. He's retiring at the end of the year. Dwayne Williams, our Service Center Director in Lubbock, who I believe has been with us 19 years, is retiring at the end of the year. Beth Roberts, who works for Walt, one of our Director of Dedicated Solutions, been with the company 38 years, is retiring at the end of the year. Jeff Wilhite, who many of you know, who champions our Averitt Connect, Director of Sales for Averitt Connect, is retiring at the end of the year. We've been with us 29 years. And then Teresa Graham, Transportation Specialist in Knoxville. Of course, many of us know us from her time in Averitt Expedited, is also retiring at the end of the year. I'm also sure there are countless other associates, frontline leaders, drivers, dock associates, folks in the corporate office who are retiring, and everybody is a fabric of what makes this company great. So I certainly want to express my appreciations for all of our associates who are retiring at the end of the year, along with those of us left to keep it going. So, but that's enough of that. So we'll get going, and we'll start with Walt, and questions for each of you. We'll kind of go around the horn, but Walt, first of all, just tell us a little bit about your Averitt career and kind of how you got started, and we'll go from there.
This will have to be fast.
Yes, sir.
I didn't know anything about transportation, 25 years old, and started working on the dock. That's it. And from the dock to a truck, and came up here to Cookville and drove a straight truck here for 2 or 3 weeks, and Phil Pierce forgot that I was here, so I just kept driving the truck. So he finally came back and gave me my job in local sales, and was in regional sales and corporate accounts. Service center director, forgot about that. Yep. Basically, in corporate accounts for a while, and then got into dedicated.
And started at when?
Gosh, I don't remember. About 26 years ago was when dedicated got cranking, and so I stayed in that ever since.
Okay, great. Charlie, tell us about your career here.
Well, I started working with Averitt when I was on the other side of the fence, actually, with a company called Maersk, which had purchased the company I was with for 20 years prior to that. And Averitt was doing services for Maersk in Memphis, breaking containers for us at Maersk, and in Houston, Texas. We were breaking containers in Houston in the Averitt organization. And the more I got to know the people at Averitt, I mean, the more I felt like I belonged with a company like that, because it reminded me of the company I was with before Maersk purchased us. And so we worked closer together, and then Phil Pierce came to me and said, we've been thinking about getting more deeply involved in the international. Would you be willing to come help us do that? I said, well, sure. What are we going to do? And he said, well, at the time I started, we were pretty much limited to doing cross-border operations in Mexico and in Canada, and he wanted to expand Averitt's reach into the real international world, both in ocean freight and air freight. So I have spent my 21 years helping to develop the people necessary with the knowledge necessary to drive that function, and also the partnerships that we've needed overseas to be able to facilitate any operations that we have. And so that's pretty much been my experience in a nutshell.
All right, 21 years, and you've certainly, we'll talk more about this later, but from where we were in the beginning to pretty much just cross-border. I mean, we now offer international services to every country across the globe that's maybe not under active armed conflict at the moment.
Exactly.
They're a place we do business with, so that's great. Okay, Larry, how about you?
Well, first of all, it's great being here with you two guys, and obviously with you, Kent. But I came to Averitt after 20 years in the industry. In 1999, came to Averitt Express as the national account rep for Texas. And I was in that role for about a year, and then moved into my current role 24 years ago.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, we'll talk more about this in just a second, but the impact you've had on Texas and our company has been amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, question number 2. I know you guys will have some fun with this, but I want to go reverse the order, go back to Walt. Tell us what you're most proud of with your career there.
Well, I'm so proud that the first day Larry was here, or it just now dawned on me that the first week Larry was here, he came and rode with me that week, and that's
for 2 days.
And he stayed.
That's what I'm so proud of.
You didn't run me off.
I'm so proud that Larry decided to stay after spending 2 or 3 days in the car with me. I'm glad that he did. So
that was interesting, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Yeah. But I guess there's 2 things. What was the question? What am I proud of?
What are you most proud of with respect to your career?
Yeah. There's 2 things. First off, from the business side of it, I don't want to say, because it really was not me. It was everybody. But from the dedicated side, what we've done for the last 25 years in dedicated, or 26, I don't know how many years it's been, but we started with nothing, and we didn't have any business. There was nothing, and now to look back on it and saying, okay, $300 and something million a year, and almost 1,500 associates that are with us because of what we've done, and it's not because of what I've done. It's not. Had very little to do with it. It was what everybody else got involved with and took the ball and ran with it. So. I'm proud of that. That's there. That business unit has done what it's done. But the thing that to me is more important than that, which is why that got created, if you will. And it's always been about this. It's about the people. I mean, I'm so proud to know people, to know have these relationships that we have with everyone. When you look at Averitt as a whole, you look at what is that secret sauce, that word that you use so much? What is that? What is that? And I think the fabric of Averitt is woven with relationships.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I'm proud of the business that we've done. That's great. But more importantly is I'm always proud to say these people are my friends, and I have great relationships at Averitt, and that's why I was here for 40 years.
I think I'm probably most proud of the fact that when I first came to Averitt, the marketplace and internally within Averitt, people would say, we don't really do international. It's like that wasn't part of the fabric. And I guess I'm probably proudest of the fact that over the last 21 years, we've been able to weave the international terminology, the international services into the fabric of Averitt to become a part of what we do and who we are. And I think as as Walt said, credit to the people more than anything else for that, because what we've done in the marketplace is we've put together a service that people can rely on, and that they can go to sleep at night without having to worry about where their cargo is. And from that standpoint, I think that's probably the most proud thing I have, and the people we've been able to bring up through the international part to be not only a part of international, but as time went on, they spread out into other parts of the company as well. Mm-hmm. So that's probably
well, a lot to be proud of, and a lot of people may not realize this, but Averitt Express is one of the very largest asset-based trucking/transportation companies in the international space. Most of our competitors just dabble; they pretty much outsource everything. There are one or two others that play in the space, but we've really established something that's quite unique. And most of the really large players, I mean, that's their business. They're international freight forwarders, and so we've come a long way. So thanks to you and your leadership. Mr. Vannatta, tell us what you're most proud of.
Well, obviously, just proud of being part of the team. When I started with Averitt, we had 4 facilities in Texas.
Wow.
And we may have had maybe 60 total associates. Don't remember what the revenue was, but it was at the bottom of the barrel. It was at the bottom of the barrel as far as all the regions. Yeah. We were kind of the low man on the totem pole, so to speak, and we're not anymore. And we like to say, one associate at a time, one shipment at a time, and one customer at a time. We've been able to grow as a team the state of Texas to where we're very proud of where we're at now. And the great thing is we've only got about 9% of the market share, so there's a lot of room to grow. And it's been an indeed pleasure to work with my counterpart, Calvin Rackley, all these years, and of course all the associates in the state of Texas. And we got up to around 1,200 associates at one time in Texas. And again, when I started, we had not so many. That's what we're all proud of in the state of Texas.
Well, it's been an amazing ride, and certainly a ride that's got as you mentioned, a lot of growth left. But what you guys have done in Texas has just been amazing, and it's been a team effort.
Absolutely.
Certainly. But Texas is our single largest state, our single largest region. And
I wasn't going to say that. I'll let you say that.
There's been enormous growth.
We were at the bottom at one time.
Yeah, you're not anymore. It's been enormous growth, and you guys have done a wonderful job. And one thing else I'm going to say before I go on to question number 2, I know all of the associates that work for you, and the admiration, respect, and love that your respective teams have for you is probably beyond what you even recognize. They are so appreciative and of your leadership and have a genuine fondness and love for each of the 3 of you. So,
thank you.
All right, we're going to move on to another question. Tell us what you will miss most. I'm going to reverse it up again. Start with you, Larry. What are you going to miss most?
Oh, that's easy. The people.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes my personal decision to retire difficult is the people.
Yeah.
It's not a job.
Yeah.
I absolutely love coming to work every day, and more than that, I love the people that I work with. That's what I'm going to miss the most is the people.
Understood. Charlie?
Yeah. Ditto. I mean, the people at Averitt are all very special people.
Yeah.
Okay? And the thing that you realize after a while in the international world is that if you get involved in international, it's not a job, it's not a career, it's a lifestyle. Mm-hmm. And that lifestyle, I'll miss it.
Yeah. Walter?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah. It's the people. It's that's what you, it's all about those relationships that's the only thing that we'll miss. I mean, the job is the job that we do. The thing being is that I never felt like, I don't know if you guys did, I never felt like that I worked for anyone. I felt like I worked with everyone. It was, and it's hard to describe that. And we're standing on, all of us are, and the people that come, after us and keep this game going forever. We're so thankful. At least I know I am. I know you guys are too. We're so thankful for the icons of the industry, and we're standing on their shoulders. I mean, Gary Sasser, Wayne Spain, the Phil Pierces of the world, the Scott Wolfs of the world, who God bless his rest his soul. There are icons, Tony Brown, there who I'm always grateful for. There's people that we're standing on their shoulders, and they propelled us and lifted us up to do things. You think about all of that, and it's mind-boggling. It's just mind-boggling, and we'll always be eternally great. I will be eternally grateful for them, and I hope that one day, there's years after we're gone, there's people that they'll forget us one day, but they'll remember that we tried to, we left it a little better than when we got here. I think that's the way to
well said.
Summarize it.
They won't be forgetting you anytime soon. No,
I hope it's for the right reason.
Very well said. And you three were going about getting me emotional, but no, it is people, and you're right. The people that started this company, and you mentioned for the very best that we all owe a huge debt of gratitude, because not only did they start the company, they started the culture, they started the foundation, and it's different. We all have friends and coworkers and kids that work at other places and spouses, and this is unique, and it is because of the people. Yep. You mentioned you feel like you don't work for anybody. Well, your people will feel the same way. They work with people, and that's by design. It's different and it is special. So you guys all did a great job encapsulating that. Last question before my closing comments, and you take this opportunity for your closing comments, and Walt, I'll start with you, but what do you plan to do moving forward?
I ain't got a clue. No.
You got to digest this first.
No, it's I'm running toward family. And I still, I'm young enough to do and feel good enough to do more things, and I want to take advantage of that. I'm definitely not running from Averitt. You could stay here forever, but there's got to be another chapter, and I'm running toward them. Yeah. Simple as that.
And for the record, Walt is older than he looks. He is retirement age.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It's compliment.
I am 64 years old. I'll be 65 in May.
All right. Charlie, what are you going to do in your retirement?
I'm going to play a lot.
That's good.
I'm going to play. I started work and actually left home when I was 14. Been working ever since. So I'm going to play a while, and my goal in golf is to be like Larry Vannatta.
That's never going to happen, Charlie.
I know. Hey, you got to set the bar high, guys. And that's a high bar, because I've been playing at golf for my whole life, and I'm not very good at it, but I'm going to try to get good at it. And with a little dedication and time, hopefully I can do that.
Maybe Larry can give you some lessons. Okay?
And I'm going to do a lot more fishing. I used to fish a lot when I was young. I'm going to do a lot more of that. And family. I mean, I got 5 grandchildren. I'm going to spend a lot more time with those kids.
Awesome. All right, LV.
Well, I'm going to try to fine-tune my golf game so Charlie can't catch me. Play a little bit more golf, but spend time with the family. My kids took a direction where we haven't been able to spend much time with them in their career path, and we have grandkids as well, so we want to travel, but we want to travel with no schedule. So we plan on spending a lot of time with family and grandkids and daughter-in-laws.
I would suspect nothing less from the three of you guys. It's all about family. So, well, let me put a bow on this. And I just want to say that Averitt Express owes the three of you a deep debt of gratitude. You have by far left us better than you found us. You've all made an impact on us through your leadership, through your efforts, through associates that you've brought to us on the team, and the way you've developed those associates. Your relationships with the people that you work with and your peers is second to none. You're widely admired, and you're going to be missed. You can all three, you can hold your head up high and lay your head down at night to go to sleep, knowing that you did the job was well done. You were exemplary performers, and we are who we are as a corporation because of many, many people. Walt mentioned certainly the original goats, but you three have really made a huge impact on us. And I am personally grateful, as I know probably everybody watching this video is too. Can't thank you enough for what you've done.
Thank you.
You're going to be missed. I hope you do it. I know you're all three going to be ambassadors. I already know that. I hope one of you was rumored to maybe do some sales training moving forward. So we'll see. But maybe some of you might see you around time to time. But we hope we do. We hope we can see it, whether it's a annual golf outing, and hope you stay in touch because we care about you and we want to keep up with you. And I know we will. I know we'll stay in touch. But gentlemen, it's just a privilege and an honor to have worked alongside of you. And again, just your contributions are immense, and you're going to be impossible to replace. Somebody will fill your roles, but they'll never replace the three of you guys. So
Thank you.
It's been my pleasure.
Thank you.
For everything.
It's all good.
All righty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty. Well, that's it for this one. I appreciate you indulging this. This is going to be a little longer than a normal video, but I think it's worth it with these three guys. And so we appreciate you. Thank you for all you do every day. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon.